I'm joined now by the shadow leader of the House of Commons, Thangam Debbonaire. Thanks for being with us. So what do you make of these photos?
Well, I'm afraid that, what I make of them is as nothing compared to the people who I've spoken to over the last few months who went through terrible, terrible times in 2020. People who were perhaps working in the NHS or in care homes, who put their health at risk on a daily basis to care for others. People who lost loved ones and couldn't be with them to say goodbye. People who couldn't be at funerals or at the birth of their child. And what they will feel today is what counts. They will see a Prime Minister who broke the rules after having made the rules. They will see a Prime Minister who is clearly at a party during lockdown when they were making great sacrifices. And I think they will also feel that they've been really let down by someone who was clearly presiding over an establishment, number 10 Downing Street, at which partying was taking place on a massive scale.
But
it is the most fined address in the UK. I really think it's time he did the decent thing.
But the police have seen these photos and he has not been fined for this occasion or event. So the police have made their decision.
Well, quite. I would say, however, that for anyone who's been through the experiences that I've mentioned would look at those and say, even if there isn't a case that the police have found to answer, there is certainly a moral case in which it's obvious that the Prime Minister was having a good time drinking wine with his mates at work while they were doing all of the things that we were asked to do, to stay at home, to not visit lonely relatives, not go into hospital to see the birth of their child, all of those things that people sacrificed. And that's what they will see.
But if the police have said that he wasn't breaking the law, because I assume if he was breaking the law, they'd have issued a fixed penalty notice, how can you say that he is?
Well, I didn't say that. What I said was I think it's hard for people to watch. I think it's very hard for people who've made those sacrifices. But also, he has already been found to break the law. He broke the law and was issued with a fixed penalty notice and failed to resign then. And I think the added question now is, did he lie intentionally or unintentionally to the House of Commons, which is a very serious matter? On the 13th of December, on the 8th of December last year, he said to my colleague Catherine West that there had been no such parties. And clearly he knew there had because he was there at one. That counts as well, and it matters because it really matters what sort of a tone the Prime Minister sets. And if he set a tone which says he can say what he likes to the House of Commons no matter what, that's really, really bad.
Right, and there is an investigation into that. Just on this photograph, last point, or last question rather, the Cabinet Office has them, or has seen them. Sue Gray has seen them. She has the context, no doubt. Isn't it just worth waiting for what she says about these photographs?
Well, really, that Sue Gray report does need to be published as soon as possible. I don't know what the hold-up is, but whatever it is, they need to get a move on. And I appreciate that Sue Gray has been a diligent civil servant, working very hard, but there's now the question of whether or not Downing Street, number 10, summoned her to a meeting to have a discussion which we don't know the details of as yet. I urge the government to publish the Sue Gray report as soon as possible and in full, so that we can all see the evidence that she's had before her.
OK, well, we're told it's coming in the next few days. So Thangam Debbonaire, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.